Sean Henson, first comment. You got it. He's in here. He's in here.
Oh man, I didn't even
All
see it. I'm
right.
actually looking at the. Okay, yeah, we're live. We're good.
Oh, I know we're live. I done told you.
Well,
I done did tell you.
Sometimes it's good to dot your T's and cross your I's to get.
Yeah, you don't trust me. I get it. All right. Welcome back to another live episode of Red Hill Racing Podcast. It feels like it's been forever. It's like,
we ain't been live in for a minute.
I know, but like even like the 2 weeks is like what we needed, but like it does seem like forever. Like
Just so y'all know,
we don't even remember when we do these now. Because like every week is like, all right, we're doing it every week. And now like I had to ask Dustin yesterday. I was like, did we do one last week?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Congrats on the big Crossville win. Dustin beating up on the cars last weekend.
And you ever like, I'm sure people that can relate, like you go racing and it starts and you're like, oh, this is going to be a shit show. And like when you can't buy back anymore, you start being perfect. You know what I mean? Like it was wild. I mean, I was basically testing a shock, and then it just kind of just all worked out. I was good though when I was ready. When I had some trust, I was good. I wish I could go back this weekend, but they're not having one.
Caesar said, "Hola, what's happening, man? Thanks for joining in."
I was about to say, just so y'all know, Ben was trying to get the chairman on here tonight from the Real Street World, and he's busy trying to probably potentially get his Real Street bike done to even come to the next race.
He still might. We might have a late edition chairman. Of the board
he's still texting
join
you,
us. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But
I mean,
y'all drop in the comments what y'all want us to discuss or what's happening, what we need to talk about, and we're definitely going to talk about some stuff. Dustin Lee, Gen 2 clutch in the winner's circle. Let's go. All right, Juice Man.
Yeah, I got him.
That's a Juice Man, right?
Yeah. He bought I've been tuning his clutch for a minute, and there was some weird wear and fiber deals, but I think we got that stuff figured out now. He's turned on wind lights, so whatever it is, we need to leave it alone. That's for sure.
That's what matters, for sure.
Yeah. I would buy a clutch kit every race if I was winning with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So no doubt. So let me tell y'all some.
He said it's still there. It's still wearing fibers. Just keep winning, buying fibers, I guess, or add some weight or something. I don't know what's going on with that thing.
Yeah, I probably got a bunch I can send you real cheap.
Hell no, don't you do that. I always take your used clutches. You know this.
Dude, you must have 500 used clutch discs from me. You don't need
half of them I can't 200. Use, and then the other ones I can.
You
just
let me tell y'all what happened today. So,
Lord,
had a little.
I ain't got no popcorn.
We had a little partial driveway paving yesterday.
Just a little bit,
yeah, but not all the way up from like the main driveway up to kind of the tree line.
Yeah.
So my buddy, he paves, so he did it for me. Shout out to Ranmar.
Sounds expensive.
Oh, trust me, right?
So speaking of that, we could use some more subscribers.
yeah, pay for this paving. But no, seriously. So obviously it's been like 100+ degrees here, and probably for most everybody that's listening. Anyways, my buddy said, give it about a day or two, just because it's so hot and it's supposed to cool off tomorrow. So there's like 4 giant cones, like clearly blocking off to go up to my house off of our main driveway, right? I come home from lunch today, and the post office decided to just drive on the driveway anyways, like drove around the cones and just drove straight up it.
Did it mess it up?
Luckily, it did not. But I mean, like, what would go through somebody's mind?
I mean, that ain't really luckily it didn't, because if it did, the post office could have paid to fix it and then finish that motherfucker for you. Let's be real. Like,
yeah, not safe for work, y'all.
Yeah,
I mean, like, trust me, but like trying to jump through those hoops, like, so it was Amazon. So I was speaking with them first, and then they're like, well, USPS dropped that off. We'll try and figure. I'm like, I was like, trust me, because I'm like you, Dustin. I know my post office ladies. I was like, I'm gonna go in there tomorrow and have a little. And it was not the ones I deal with, but it's like,
Oh, you're gonna pick a new one like you. I want to talk to you.
But I'm just like, who goes to a driveway and like to get up to my house? There's 4 giant orange cones blocking like a brand new driveway, and they just went around the closest cone and just dive back on the driveway. Like, don't deliver my package. It wasn't.
Doug
that
Gall said
important.
he'd drive on it too.
Well, Doug Gall would be doing wheelies and circle burnouts on it, and that would be.
I'll tell you why they drove on it. You said it was 100+ degrees, and they was like, "I'm not walking up there. It's hot outside. I'm gonna drive up there."
Don't deliver it. I don't care. It's not like I had a damn oxygen tank that I need to deliver some shit. Good Lord. I don't know. Anyways, I just had to vent to y'all because that was completely ridiculous.
It's just like you could have a reality show right now in your
Dude,
life.
I'm telling you,
for the
shit
past
that happens
probably
to me on the
3-4
daily,
months. Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Sonny
my
Vic.
life. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's up, Sonny?
What's happening, Sonny?
My life is kind of make sure that I keep it where my blood pressure stays down.
I know, that's what I'm saying. My blood pressure be like this nowadays.
Yeah, I ain't been on a blood pressure pill in a hot minute, and I don't want to go
Good.
back on them. So just do what I got to do.
Dougie Fresh, you ever gonna come? I know you got a lot going on. You ever gonna grace us with your presence again? We got bike shooting, right?
He's got a professional motocross racer.
I know. But
As
I
a
still like
daughter.
to see Doug at the racetrack every once in a while. Maybe
There's
like once a
nothing-
year.
Look, I want to, since he's in here and he's probably listening
He
still.
probably done jumped off. He ain't got time for this.
Me and Tamara both enjoy nothing more than his and April's stories. Like
I do too. I love him.
Seeing Riley ride, and like, man, she's definitely talented and special. But I mean, you know, she's Doug's kid, right? So I'm not surprised. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Proctor, what's happening, man? What's
did
happening?
he even post anything? It's blank.
He just wanted to let us know he's here. He's
Oh,
waiting for you.
I was just now giving him a hard time on Facebook. He's probably
I'm
commenting
sure.
on that right now. My blood pressure is probably through the roof. I can send you a pill. I got some extra ones. I ain't been taking.
Oh Lord Almighty. I wonder. We'll see. Hold on. I was seeing if Spencer text me back.
I got oh, he did comment now. Hi guys, and then laughing my you know what off.
So shout out to our loyal, faithful listeners, viewers. Shout out to our sponsors. Worldwide Bearings, Platinum General Services, Monster Race Products, BST Wheels, MTC Engineering. Eric's been dropping all kinds of tech tips. We're going to get them posted up. And UW.
I'll be sharing them.
Yep. We got Brock's Performance, Schnitz Racing, DME Racing, Hard Times Parts and Service, Penske Racing Shocks and the Shock Wizard, MPS Racing, Montgomery Motorsports, Max ECU, BMF Motorsports. Sorry, Mike. Trying to butcher your name there. And then, of course, University Win. I do want to shout something out, though, real quick. I talked
ET
to
Gangsters in here. What's up, Jeff?
Jeff, the ET Gangster. Special announcement coming to y'all right now. The ET Gangster has agreed to a private interview for the University to Win. He's about to share all his tips and tricks with y'all.
And I ain't even got to
with
be
the
there for that one. He can fill both our shoes. We could just let Jeff take over that show.
Oh yeah, for sure. My man's going to drop some skills on our members, so we're excited about that. Oh, and also, I didn't even get to tell you this. RJ said he's donating entry to 560 when we do that for the next race.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hope I win
it.
Can't win it.
Yeah, he can't win it.
I'm just being me, man.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Can't forget this. I forgot it on the other week. So I was talking to your buddy, Mr. Demi, at the last race. And just so y'all know, DME does make fiberglass body work now. So
Yes.
you need old school bar bike stuff. Like Demi was saying, like they need to get some stuff rolling out the doors. So they're the go-to to connect now, right?
You know, like
you speak on it. You know more about
anybody
it.
that's seen like Dalton Markham's new body, the Hayabusa Pro Stock body, like he got that from DME. I got it for him. Any of the older like KZ tail sections, the GSXR Katana, all that's the tank shells. Like DME acquired all the molds for, I think it was from Beasley, pretty sure, all that stuff. So, and they have a whole warehouse building to do this stuff. And the cool thing about it is the guy that does most of the work there, or the leader of the work, is old school, let's get it done type of guy. So he's chomping at the bit. So if you send an order over for some fiberglass, it's probably going to be done pretty quick. I mean, they're popping it out, and you can call them. It's on their website, some of their stuff, or, you can hit up your favorite dealer, whatever, and try to, get what you need. The 460, there's a bunch of 460 guys that's got bodies from them. I think Boo even got a body from them.
Just don't call Demi asking to cut it in half to save on shipping.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a perfect item to have them bring to a race. Like,
right.
To be honest,
but
during race season is the time.
Wanted them to cut it in half and ship it.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's crazy. No. Yeah, we like right now, even though we do like big jobs like that, people usually revamp their bikes over the winter. If you happen to go to a, XDA where DME's at, or maybe the last kit KOG or whatever, it would be a good time to order something like that and pick it up at a race, because you would save a big chunk of shipping, because Lord knows you're shipping a body that's for a 70 inch or 76 or 80 inch bar bike. It's a big deal. Like, you're talking $300-$400 in just shipping, because it becomes freight.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad you, never mind. Michael, Big Mike Herman said a little late, what's up? But I was thinking more of us being late versus he was just probably late to the show.
So I told Dustin earlier that we was going to do about 8:30, maybe 9, and he went with 8:30, and then I went with 8:45. So he was waiting on me for 25 minutes. So I owe him 25 minutes of his life back.
I'm a big believer that if you're on time, you're early. And if you're on time, you're late.
No, you meant if you're. You said that wrong.
If you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late. That's just how I am. I would rather be a little earlier but
Dustin is always early and I'm always late.
I mean, there's been a few times that I've joined some of our Zoom calls for the school or whatever late because I've had things going on.
Yeah. Podcasts are usually on point.
John
Clark said you got a filter on. I don't know what filter he's got on.
Because I look so young now versus my Facebook photo I posted a little bit ago.
Shoot, I got Just for Men the other week for my beard.
I thought maybe Clark noticed that I was getting a little slimmer. He might think I have a filter for that. I've lost 25 pounds.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah. Hoping by XDA I see some of them 260s and then, won't be as hot.
Yeah. We got Mr. Noble in here. What's up, Nick? We got your brother. How you feeling, Corey?
Surgery tomorrow. They have to, apparently, he went to a hospital. They pumped him full of antibiotics, and then he's been just waiting. And then they didn't have a specialist come in. The specialist come in, was like, "Oh no, we're cutting this open, cleaning everything up, cleaning the bone, and putting it back together." So hopefully after that he'll be on his way.
All right. Well, y'all keep Corey in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything goes well. For sure. Miss Katie says, thank you for having this. Way better than JK videos. Might have a little shirt on tonight. Just saying.
Brett be saying lose all that weight, then you still got the back tire turtle. Well, even if I did lose a lot of weight, for me, let's just say if I did get in the 240, 250 area, I'm still going to be 40 or 50 pounds heavier than you. So, whatever. You never know what might happen with me. I might be planning something. Y'all don't have no clue.
Yep. Washington, Bits Racing, they said hello. Thank y'all for joining us as always. We appreciate the support. Sonny said, except for when you're late to the lanes.
He's so full of it. The guy about 3 comments up is the one that's usually late. That's John. I ain't never late.
Oh, Spooky. That's right. What's up, Spooky? Hardest working boys in the sport. Maybe you're talking about us. Maybe you're talking about DME. Probably DME.
He's talking about us, man. Let's be real. We do a lot of stuff.
Oh man, we'd be trying.
DME's now they grinding. Don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about me and you. But yeah,
Big Don's in the house. What y'all talking about? We talking about whatever you want us to talk about, Don.
That's Uncle Don right there.
Yeah, what you want us to talk about, brother? We could talk about it right now. So yeah, let's Spencer's probably not joining us. He's busy. He ain't
Oh
texted
man,
me back.
you can't. Like you just like he's just not. It's not happening.
Oh, I can get him on here.
I
can
know
get
her
him
boy
on.
enough to know that.
No, but I can get him on here. I'm just not pressing it.
He's the epiphany of on that one movie where the dog's like squirrel. That is the movie's called Up. That's Spencer. Like
I'm just saying, I could press it, but I ain't pressing. Let's
Oh,
talk.
Sonny said Spencer's watching.
I'm sure he is watching.
Hey, sure. Spencer.
But let's talk. There's been some murmurs and rumbles, and Dustin's got thrown in the fire. I stayed out of it for the most part, but there's been some talk in there. Look, we're gonna set the record straight.
Are you talking about Real Street right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to talk about this.
That's why I'm glad
you fired this up.
No, I said we're talking about it tonight. Spencer's not doing this. That's all right. We'll still talk about it. So there's been stuff going on, and the all motorbikes have been running phenomenal this year. Obviously, Poppy tearing it up. The 1Ks out of G-Force Racing, Cortland, Jason.
And to point this out, me and Ben look at all three of those as our friends.
Yeah. So that's why I want to set it straight. Look, I'm pretty sure I haven't even commented on anything or said anything, but look, we're not taking away from the all motor riders. We're not saying that anybody riding an all motor combination can't ride. That is not a thing. All that we have said, I think, I'm talking for me and Dustin, from what really I've seen him say, is that, and this is from my actual experience, I've ridden 3 different combos. Let me start with
and
that.
1 on 2 of those.
I've raced over the last 10 years 3 different combos in Real Street. First off, I raced back in the day a 64-inch nitrous bike. I'm talking about a nitrous bike before standalones. The only person when I ran that back then that had a standalone was Jason Heron.
You had a dry kit and a wet kit.
I had a dry kit and then a wet kit on top of it. No,
load the airbox apart several times.
No standalone. I'm talking 18 buttons you're trying to hit in the pass, and you're modulating it. I was 63 3/4 inches. And this is back when the class
didn't match. One was lower than the other.
Who knows? This was a bad setup. And I put my homie Darren on it before I ever even rode it, and that was just, I felt sorry for him. I still owe him for that one. Made him look real bad. Anyways, I've ridden that bike. It was a handful. That was back when the class was running 770, 780s. That's as fast as it was. If you were going 7s when I was running that bike,
that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I've ridden the Pro Charger bike with a true hand clutch. If y'all
you were a perfect person, because you won with that combo and then had smacked in the face by a rule book.
I did a little bit.
Immediately right out. I mean, it wasn't a cheap thing. It was a Pro Charger.
Yeah.
It wasn't wheelbase.
Well, it was a little bit of that too. But I rode that true hand clutch. And for those of y'all that watch, or you can go back and look, I would do the burnout and then shut the bike off, because my clutch stack and all the spring pressure I had, I couldn't get it back into neutral with the bike running, and 2, I couldn't hold the clutch that long from the burnout all the way. So I would turn it off, put it in neutral, refire it, and then when I was
rest in his hand.
It was like 760 pounds of pressure on the clutch. And I also had the privilege to ride Mr. Ralphie's all motor Busa. Here's my thoughts on it. When properly set up and done, when you got it like a
working motorcycle.
Yeah, when you got like all the bugs and tricks worked out of an all motor combo with a Gen 2.
Yeah, you jumped on a motorcycle that was ready.
Yes, I was very spoiled in that. So I didn't have any learning curve. I got on a proven bike. So for all the all motor guys, like they've had to work through and figure out the combo, right? Like initially. All we've said is that once it's mostly figured out, and obviously there's variables and things that change race to race, but when it's mostly figured out, here's the big advantage. You're not worrying about modulating that clutch, which is the hardest thing to do in that class, is trying to get off the starting line while cutting a light and modulating the clutch. That's just one thing you don't have to worry about. Now, obviously, if your clutch's tune up is off, power management, whatever it is, like, yeah, you could wheelie, you could spin, there's outcomes that could happen besides you just going down the track. The point is that you're not worrying about that. So
you can focus on the tree. It gives you roughly a 0.5 advantage off the rip.
Yeah. So
at least 0.5.
In my opinion, after riding 3 totally different combos over the year, when a all motor combo with a Gen 2 set up right, it is easier to ride.
It would be the easiest of all of the combos to ride.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that for Dustin and myself, we're not taking anything away from the racers and riders in Real Street, especially the all motor. We like every one of y'all that I know. I mean, I don't really know Jason, but Fondon.
I like Portland, Jason. He can't speak English real good.
Marcus, I like all of the guys that I do know on all motors. When Trevor was riding that the bike, like we're not taking away. All those people can ride. So, anyways, I just want to set that straight. As far as
stop getting in your feelings, man. We do have a lot of experience. Like, I mean, I've been around Real Street now all my friends has raced it for 10 years. So I've been involved in it and around it, and I've seen combos come and go, and I've seen combos work. And Cecil hasn't said anything. Cecil's not mad at me for talking about, that they need to do something with the combo, because it's true. As far as I know, Cecil talked with Spencer and said that, somebody needs to do something, and
so now we got a rules committee.
Yeah.
And they've been talking and they're working on some stuff. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to clear there for Dustin and I. We love Real Street. I still do.
Yeah, I mean, I want to until the thing that happened on Facebook, and this, I was about to put $500 up, 100 for number one qualifier, 300 for the winner, and 100 for the runner up. But after that, not doing it. I'm not going to give to people that's got hatred toward me. Not happening.
Anyways, that was just in trying to get a count for the race, but it's all good.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I stay out of that. But I did want to point that out. So we're not dogging on any of you all motor racers. We appreciate the support that y'all give the class.
I want to see it 20-25 bucks, and I truly think what it would take would be every combo can use a Gen 2 clutch at a certain wheelbase versus stock. And then you would get people that don't want to fight that battle with power adder motorcycles in the class that's heavier. That's just what I think.
Yeah. But they got a good group of veterans and racers and people that have done it in the past, working on rules now. So
Coop said, try super stock, true hand clutch. I feel attacked, THC. Man, look, me and Ben will tell you straight up, super stock is probably the most difficult class to race, period. Like,
without a doubt,
we know.
Debate.
That's a true gangsters, true riders class. If I was little, I would do it, but I'm not little. And just
but you can ride. I am an average rider, y'all. I can race, but there's a difference between race and ride, and I ain't that good of a rider. Y'all will. Coop, I rode EJ's Busa one time. Well, I mean, I think I made like 3 passes, but I was at Killcare when I was at Brock's, and EJ let me ride it, and it was tough. And that bike was it was
a strong bike.
That was a Monday morning.
Should have never took that motor apart.
That motor
was a freak.
Like 205 on MR12 stock, and I'm telling y'all stock.
My homie Brett said, "Man, y'all take Pappy's clutch away and give him wheelbase. He's gonna speed up." That's exactly what I told Spencer. I said, if you give Pappy wheelbase, he's gonna go faster. Like, period. But the problem with that is, and the reason they don't want to take the clutches away, is because it would probably eliminate some riders out of the class and make the class even smaller. So the committee, the point of the committee is to do something that's going to help the class grow and not just make it fair. You know what I mean? Like, we want it to grow. Well, I'm not even involved in it, but just we love the sport, so we want it to grow.
Look,
everybody wants to see it collectively go up in bike counts. Like, that's just what we want.
Yeah, and we're not tooting our own horn, but like we were helping Jason a few years back get to Real Street Royal Rumble or whatever we called it.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, we all sponsored it.
We were all sponsoring it, and I was working with John Gover on a Real Street GOAT list and did that. And I'll be honest, I kind of lost interest when I stopped, kind of got ruled out of the class. But
that's exactly what I was wanting to do at this race, was what me and you and a few other ones done last time. And I had it full intentions. I'm like, intentions. If we had a full field, I was going to do it, and then when I got, attacked,
y'all can kiss and make up at the next
I'm
race.
not mad, but it's just, it just took the wind out of my
Well,
sail. Like,
right,
why would
but,
I
like,
want to?
it also, I mean, we also know how the inner tube works, and like sometimes you
Yeah.
just read things wrong. So it might. It
I don't know if you could read those funny, but
was,
I got you.
yeah. So,
It didn't
anyways,
work. But
yeah, we got
Coop said he
Oh,
remembers
yeah.
you riding EJ's bike. It was a gangster bike.
that was,
And he wants me on an exhibition pass in super stock. Coop,
That'd be awesome.
better have a spare clutch because I might kill it. It's been a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
The last time I rode a stock wheelbase bike was at Muncie NHTRO. Me and Big CJ and Debo had like a little 3-man's best pass on the ZX14 deal. And when I got on it, the clutch was smoked. And I was like, I'm finishing it off to make my pass to win this money. And it was really done after I got done. And
did you win?
I still made a pretty good pass. I went faster than Debo did, but CJ was the last one to get on it. And it didn't happen because it was done. But I was wanting to do it the next day, but it never happened.
Man, oh man. Good times. Let's see. What congrats from Don and Pam on your weight.
I ain't even been talking about it much. We've been doing good, man. Me and Mo Eddie just been watching the carbs.
Mr. Ryan Burnell, he's in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate it. Mark said, when will one of you take a top fuel bike down the track? For
Never.
me, probably never.
Mm-mm.
We got a good candidate in Spencer Claycomb, though.
Yes.
He's a perfect fit for a top fuel bike.
Pro Mod is probably about as far as I would ever go on a motorcycle.
I would like to ride one of the pro fuel bikes. I don't know why. It's just
That's
like
worse. I would soon ride Larry's than that one. Hell no.
Okay, yes, I get it. Like they can still
blow
blow
up, not down.
I know, but like they're
I'm out.
high gear only, and they're just. Whenever I used to watch them at Man Cup, I just liked them for some reason. I don't know. They ran like mid low sevens. That was cool.
Brett said the new one, Casey, lose the full autos. That would help the parity, or the other guys need wheelbase. Brett, I agree. So what they done was they give some wheelbase here recently for some of the combos, and we're hoping that picks them up to catch. Because I mean, realistically, they're a power outer bike to be for parity would have to be a little faster than an all motor bike just because the reaction time advantage. So, because if you look at results from Real Street, most of the time the lights are if maybe 07 and worse. And then you see the motor guys, theirs is 05 or better, kind of, if they're veterans. And that gap right there is where a power adder bike needs to be just a little faster to make it dead even at the finish line for a quote unquote parity. That's just how I look at
it. Yeah. Yeah. Brett says at a point where the whole class needs to speed up or slow the one bike down. Okay. Well,
yeah, I agree. Sorta. I mean, I think the biggest thing would just be give them all clutches and start adjusting wheelbase accordingly. That's just how I feel about it.
That hurts my heart.
What, to hear the clutches?
Yeah.
I just think that's what needs to happen because then everybody has the same advantage on the tree.
I talked with Spencer about it. It just hurts my heart.
Let's just say, for example, if Super Dave had a Gen 2 and he goes out there and goes 730 something, well, guess what? He's going to be doing it at 2 inches shorter than he is now after that. You know what I mean? It's going to take time to tweak it. You know what I mean? And the one case, to be honest, Big Cecil, man, him and Fondon, they just laid it out on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like there hasn't been anybody go that fast. And those two just come out there and just laid it out, I get what you're saying, Brett. You're saying no about the Gen 2s, but here's the thing about it. If the class needs to grow and you want to get new racers or more blood in the class, then the Gen 2s would be more appealing to a lot of those people that wants to maybe has the funds to build a bike. They don't want to fight the battle of a hand clutch, and they don't want to have all motor bike because maybe they're 180 pounds and it ain't going to work, So if you're light all motor, like I said, after the first race, that's the combo at the moment. And
man, they're going to do good in the heat. That's the wild part.
To be honest,
the past couple of years, it's been like the motorbikes kind of shine the first and last race and maybe one other one or two other ones. But like, I don't know. They got it figured out. Hats off to them. Kudos.
Yeah.
Like, y'all,
yeah. I mean,
y'all are
Cecil,
working your asses off.
Cecil really did it though. Like, I mean, man, That thing's fast.
It's a fast ass bike for sure.
Yeah, and I mean,
The other
you
ones
know,
are too.
got a
I mean,
yeah,
Jason and
yeah,
Portland, them things
yeah,
they're
yeah.
quick.
They're all fast, but I think it's just Poppy. You know what I mean? Like he's just the jockey right now. You know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, it is. Brett said that 126 auto is singing. They are, man. Like, and look, I tune a lot of clutches on those bikes, and I hate 1Ks on tuning the clutches. And those bikes I like tuning because they actually have some nuts. Like they run. You know, the older ones, like a stock motor, '01 to '08 Gixxer 1000 is just it's either slow or slow. Like there's no only way you can make them fast if they have nitrous, you know, to make up for the power. They're just not runners.
Oh man. Let's see.
Not unless you put a Busa motor in them. You know, that's what I did to my 1000.
But look, hey, I'll say one more thing though. Back when we started that goat list for Real Street, John was helping me out quite a bit with it and all. That at that point in time, when I guess the record I think we did kind of have the record reset that year. Like Ricky ended up running a 48, I think.
Yeah, they went in the 40s.
And Spencer had went like a 51 and stuff. So like anyhow, my point being is that year, like the top 10 times that I compiled with John, like the 10 fastest combos, the 10 fastest times. There were 7 different combinations within like 500s. If that wasn't parody, then I don't know what the hell was. I'm just saying.
It was great, man.
Sorry,
and it still is. It still is.
Jason, much love, but it was great then.
And well, here's the thing. You know, Jason caught crap for changing the rules immediately on several combos when things happened. And then now Jason's like, okay, I'm going to step back. Well, guess what? Here we are. We're talking about it.
I got caught in the point where stuff was changing every other race. And
Brett said,
I was not a fan.
Yep. He's been messing with those 1Ks a lot down there where he's at, and they got room for growth in them cases, if you feel me. Yeah, they got them thick walls, man. I feel
it. Miss Crystal, sorry we did not promote it enough. I apologize. That's all on me. Even my boy Sean Henson was like, bro, you didn't even put a graphic on. How am I supposed to share a little tiny link? I know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're not perfect. Like, you're a redneck and I'm a hillbilly. But do you expect us to be perfect?
Sean volunteered, man. He's like, dude, because I told him, I was like, I get it. Because when we schedule these things, if I put a graphic, you know, you see it. Otherwise, it's just a little.
It's very cool. It
doesn't show up. He's like, man, if you do that, it'll show up and I can share. It'll be better. I was like, man, you're right. I said we have done that in the past. I just was like rushing, didn't have time, and he was like, man, I will help you next. You let me know. Sean's all in. He's like, whatever I do, I'll make graphics. I'll help. I'll jump on talk.
Ryan said that he's got an old school 1000 singing. Did you hear the part when I said they need nitrous? That's the part. That is the part that's very obvious in your combo that they'll run if you spray them. You know, they just stop motors without nitrous. You have to gear them to death. That's my clutch tech tip for today: is gear it till you fear it. It's what Spencer used to say. That's it, or gear it till you're out of gear.
Who's ready for XDA next weekend?
He's got a lot of nitrous. We've seen that on the track a couple times, I think. Oh, buddy.
Yeah,
I am ready for XDA. I do want to say that.
I'm not ready.
My wife and kid gets to come, man. And for me, that's
okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, like they don't get to come to them much. They're getting to come to this one, so I'm excited that I'll have my girls. Win or lose, I got like a little vacation with my girls. So.
Yeah. Hey, also, if anybody, Brett's saying Real Street's his favorite class by far. I feel like it's time to let them all speed up. Everyone been 50s to 70s for a while. Yeah, I mean, they have been. I'll put it like this. I got a pretty solid setup if anybody wants to buy it. It'll probably run all right. It'll run all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a past winner. It didn't set a record, did it? Or did it?
Well, I mean,
did it and then they went faster later or something?
No, I never set a all-out record.
Okay.
I went a 53, and I think when I went a 53, the record was a 51, and then Mr. Ricky had to get that cool 40 that Jason had made up that I blew up trying to get. I wanted that bad boy bad. I
That
wanted
was
that
back
40.
when Darnell was in his prime.
Yeah, that was prime time.
He was going to
baby.
drink that some bitch.
I legit blew my freaking motor up trying to be the
You
first
did.
in the 40s to get that 40.
The wifey's in here. She said yay about Tamara and Harper coming.
That's why I said yay too. I was pumped.
Yeah.
Because as long as we got the whole crew down there again, that'd be good.
Yeah, I think even maybe Wes might be coming to this one. So it'd be awesome. Yeah.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got that. If anybody wants to get a
Coop
get a
just
hold
now
of
answered
bike.
that. He said, did I hear a sponsorship ride on Real Street from Ben Knight?
Not exactly. It was a loose sale flyer right there.
Look, I'll tell you what, the first thing I would have to do to that bike if I was going to ride it was put a sidewinder on it. There is no way I would ride bubbles with the bubbles.
That's why it's like that, though. It wouldn't fit the rules. The component weighs 35 pounds. That's 34.
Oh.
You might could add a couple inches.
Yeah, or do some. It's always handy. Do it in Inconel or something to lose some weight. Something like there's just no way I could listen to that.
Brett, you said I ran 50s here. Yeah, when I brought that bike out that Eric from DOS Performance built me, we actually went a 55 the very first race. I did that against Brandon Teasley. Shout out to our boy Brandon. And he went a 53 on that pass and I actually hole shotted him. Got a little lucky there. And then I think it was the next race. I went a 53 for the L. AM came out of nowhere, boy. You got to watch Hannibal. You never count him out.
He hit that tree.
He hadn't, I think at the time that was the fastest he'd ever been, but I went a 53, AM went a 57, and he beat me on a hole shot.
See, but that was in my opinion, in the past, let's just say 10 years of Real Street, that year was lit. Like it was
for sure
interesting. The Real Street group on Facebook was all out crap talking every day. Lord, I miss Cameron for that because he was part of the show. Yeah. And Luis, even though he quit because he put the wrong gas in his motorcycle. I hope he hears that.
He ain't listening to us. He's living the life now.
He comes and goes in the bike world. He just kind of sits back and then pokes here and there. I can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had a B class back then, Brett, but they had full fields every race. And it wasn't like 20 bikes. It was like 16, 17. It was living in that area. Now, saying that, 3 of them were Teasleys. So if we had those 3 now, we'd have near 20,
Let's see. It's still up here. It still lives, the GOAT list. It just hasn't been updated in like 3 years. Let's see here. I'm looking at it right now. Man, this list is old.
I do want to point something out, like I was talking about the all motorbikes having a reaction time advantage. Don't never sleep on those veterans because I'll tell you one man that can cut a light and ride a clutch at the same time, and that's Ricky. Ricky is the one that'll slide in on you and be 02, 03 on a Power Rider bike. He's just that good. Like he's done it for so long that it's not a problem for him.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I sucked. If I had anything that started with an O when I was riding my blower bike,
that was that's just the way it is. Like if you look at the results, like I said, 70 and slower is common practice for Power Riders because they're too worried about holding on to that lever that's got what you said, 600 pounds of spring pressure.
760.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I don't race to class, but I've been around a long time. So I've seen things. And I'm also a racer. So I know how racing is and numbers work.
Everybody out there, essentially just know we want to see that class grow and thrive. We're not throwing any will.
I want to see 32 bikes show up.
That's honestly, and we've said it before, but I'll say it again. Like that's our whole goal with the podcast. We want to see the sport grow. So anyways,
I think it needs to be called Outlaw Real Street.
Well, with Gen 2s, it better be. We need a name.
Needs to be a reset button.
I'll be pissed. It hurts my heart.
Oh, you won't. You'll just be putting a Gen 2 in that blower and coming back.
I need a new frame.
Well, I know we're supposed to be talking about, Real Street, but I do want to say that it's probably smarter to race Top Sportsman and Pro ET financially.
Yeah. No,
don't have to worry about rules. Bike. Yeah.
Anyways, we are working on a very special guest joining us possibly next week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a good interview coming up for y'all.
I'll give you
That
a
way-
hint. Back on the pro stock vibes.
Yeah, we're doing a pro
I'm
stock
giving
interview
you.
very soon.
All I'm giving you.
And it might be next week, so we might have another podcast next week, a real good one. We're excited about that. If
They're
not,
all real
we'll have
good
it
ones.
soon. I know, but yeah,
Okay.
all right. Brett said
No, we're not bringing
Jack on.
Jack on.
Yeah,
Stand up, Ben.
I'll just stand up again.
Let me stretch
Shout
a little
out-
bit.
Shout out to Mac McAdams and McAdams Motorsports. Just got to stretch a little bit. Don't worry about me over here, y'all. Anyways, on that.
Thankfully,
note,
you haven't seen him.
man.
Okay, that's all we're going to say about that.
Blood pressure.
I'll sing you a lisinopril. I've got him. I got him on deck. I'm gonna be that old guy hustling blood pressure medicine every time somebody gets mad.
better
I'm
bring
gonna
them
mail
in
one.
next NHRA event you and I go to. You better have
Yeah,
them.
actually, I might need to bring them to XDA. I always bring some just in case, so I'll have one for you if he shows up. You might need it.
Just so y'all know, the podcast was threatened by that person.
Yeah,
We were
Little
real
bit.
worried and concerned. By the way,
I don't know how we survived it.
like literally give zero fucks about that. That guy is a joke. What a joke. Anyways, all right. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, he can't get fired up no more.
I don't want to waste our listener and viewers' time with that nonsense. What else was I going to say?
So-
I had something I was going to say.
The listeners, I know some of them's got XDA coming up next weekend, and then following that, some of them has SDBA coming up. If you don't go to those two, and you might go to NHRO, I think is after that. And if you don't go to that, there's going to be a Man Cup after that. And if you don't go to none of them, go to your local track, battle
That's
some
right.
cages if you can, like I did last weekend at Crossville. I hadn't been there to race all year, and went down there and had a good old time. I do want to talk about that a minute. So when I got there, I was there early, miscalculated the drive, and pulling the lanes when they call us up, and I could hear the car guys going, "Is that Mike race with us?" I'm like, "Man, I'm racing with y'all. Like, this is what's about to happen, and you're going to probably in my mind, I was going to get my teeth kicked in. And anyway, and the semis, they were super cool. And like, "Are you running gasoline?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All four of us is running gasoline." And there's like, "F ethanol." And I'm like, "Yeah." And
Band together.
yeah, and I won that round, come back up for the final, and everybody was wanting the right lane. And I got through in the left the round before, so I just went left. And the guy was like, "You're going to give me the right?" And I'm like, "Hell, I just run the left, like I'm not worried about all that." And we raced, and I had an 02 light. He was like 06 or 07. We both didn't make really good passes. His was just worse than mine. And anyway, on the return road, I was getting my ticket. One guy come over and give me a fist bump, and like people down the return road on the way back to Trevor was giving me thumbs up and stuff and tell me good job. And it was cool to see their thoughts of the old biker trash change. I thought it was cool. Just at first they're like, "Who's this guy?" And then before it was all said and done, they're like, "Good job, man." And super nice. Everybody was cool. One guy, bless his heart, I had a 5-pack on him. It's kind of hateful at first, but he was nice after that,
I mean, well, you can't be hateful when you get a 5-pack strapped on you.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
it was all luck. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just come off the button and held on and raced, but it's good, man. Like, it was cool to go do something different. I needed that for myself. Just, I was the only motorcycle guy there. It was just me, my wife, and kid. They text you when your class was up, and you would go up there and make your lap and go back and just
Oh, really?
get your
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah. They wasn't even an announcer. It was just a text message.
Nice.
It was pretty cool. Laid back and smooth. Uncle Jimmy said, "Yo," and I can't say that. I mean, I have said worse probably during this. What's up, Jimmy?
Who on here? Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yo, mother truckers. What's up?
Yeah. Brett
Streaking?
said banned. I ain't banned yet. The lady that runs the whole bracket program there was like, it's like, "See, nothing happened," because she gets nervous about bikes racing the cars. She's like, "Yeah, but what do they say?" And I'm like, "They were just like giving me thumbs up and telling me good job." Like, I mean, to my face, they're cool. If they're upset, I don't know. Like, it was awesome. And I'm trying to get my local track to do it because the bike counts has been low. And I'm like, man, it'll just benefit everybody. Like, just let us race with the cars.
For sure. For sure.
It's a good time.
Oh,
and look, Crystal, I love Crossville too.
Your best friend's on. He said, "What's up? What's up, JE? When's the next race? We will."
Garrett Stevens calls him Jerry English or something like that.
When's the next race, Jeremy? When's your next event, Jeremy? We give dues where dues are due. Jeremy's been putting on some really nice races up there in the Midwest for y'all. That's cool.
Yeah, it almost has all the best racers in the country at it.
But when is the next one, man? We shouted out on here. Is it open entry? Tell us what's up. If it's not open entry and you're filled up, let us know. Mr. Wagner. Hey,
I love me some Wagners now.
Congratulations. I bet that was a good weekend. Y'all had a great one from what we saw. We was excited to see that. Makes us happy.
Yeah,
Jeremy
Heather sent me the Snapchats. It was awesome.
Ahead.
I was so happy. Okay.
Jeremy says September 6th and 7th, 10K to the winner. Friday, 560 Gamblers. Motor Mania is there. Is that you still taking entries? Is that full? What's up? Let us know. Can people still enter with you? So
he puts these schedules out and they have like a lock-in list. And I'm just going to be honest with you, Jeremy. I don't know what kind of mood I'm going to be in September 6th and 7th. I might not even want to go racing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard for me to do that, to be honest.
Friday, 560 is a 32 bike qualified field. Anyone can enter Gamblers. Saturday, there's a 5K Ironman race. Anyone can enter 128 bikes for the 10K, and it's filled already in 35 alternates. That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
That'd be stacked.
Look, I've.
How does he remember all that off the top of his head?
Man, that's putting it together and knowing it's right, you know? That would be, you know. I'm not even going to say it. I've been to
Jeremy, I just can't plan it like that, though, bro. Like, it's just hard for me to, like, say in April, yeah, I'm in. And then in September, I'll be like, fuck them bikes. You know what I mean?
Nah, don't worry. I'm going to sign you and me up next year. I'm going to sign you and me both up. We're going. We will try to make it out next year, for real. Like, I mean, like, I want to.
Can we get like VIP parking? Can we get VIP parking?
If y'all kick my ass first round, I just want to say I went because it's a hell of a list of racers that race in these events. What's it called? The Midwest motorcycle something. Tell me. Y'all go look up that on Facebook when he lets me know the official word. Yes, David Bashara. What's up, brother? How are you?
Whoa, that's not a VIP spot, bro. Come on. That's like
race director, man.
No, man, that's not like the VIP. I want to be like with Joe Deck or
Big Deck Racing.
The Shepherds or something.
I want to be
Shell
with I was gonna say I want to be with my Shell
House
fan. I love
that's VIP, man.
The Shell
like
House
near the tower.
Took me in like a
power hookup.
Puppy.
If there's a power hookup, that's VIP.
Look, when I moved to Ohio, the Shell Houses took me in like a lost puppy. I showed up to Killcare, and I had a street bike, and I was the only street bike racing, I think. And they just looked at me, no delay box, and I just took my whoopings and had fun. And they're like, they took this poor soul in. They seen I was getting ready to get my ass kicked, so they felt bad for me. As always, good.
Bless his heart. Feller.
So go make sure you're following Midwest Sportsman Motorcycle Racing on Facebook. And keep up to date with those events. Good events up that way.
I'm glad we're giving Corey some entertainment. He's still in the hospital.
Said, I'm signed for this year. I'm going to give it a try. Oh, he's going up there? Hell yeah.
Yeah, he signed up.
Right on.
He's still got like that racing, like, and I ain't got that big addiction like I used to. At the end of the year, I'm like, I don't want to go racing. Like, I'm done. But it's also me working and traveling and selling parts. You guys know the
real. So. Mr. Wagner said they did have a great weekend for sure, man. We was excited to see that. I'm gonna get with my boy Hollywood too. I haven't yet. I gotta tell him if you happen to see this Hollywood, we need to bump up that Facebook promotion, brother. I'm just being honest. I didn't even it wouldn't have changed because I couldn't have come. But I really didn't even hardly know that.
I didn't know either until somebody posted they were checked in there.
Spooky. When Spooky said he was there, I was like, what? So I'm going to talk with you, Hollywood. We need to get that pumped up. It's free, man. It's free. I
do want to
know a
say
guy
something.
though that can do it. I do know a guy that can do it. That's not free.
Yeah,
We-
I do want to say something. So I know that it's hotter than you know what outside.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
I did look at some schedules. I just want to point out that we're over halfway through the season.
I know, right? It's crazy.
So what I'm getting at, I mean, unless you race in Florida, right? They're just now probably starting. But what I'm getting at is if you are wanting to go race, it's time. Like you best get on it, because I was looking at somebody's schedule, and it was like, wow, they've had like 6 races and they got like 3 left. I'm like, whoa, it's almost August, and August is kind of when it starts peaking, going down. It's in the downward fall. So if you haven't been to the track, you need to be going. And these race series is spending a lot of money and time of promoting and having an event, and you should be there and need to go lock in, go racing, have a good time.
Yep, I'm just looking up some schedules. What you
Lisa said,
said?
ha ha ha, they call you Mr. Wagner, say you're old without saying you're old. No, man. Mike has like a younger heart than me and Ben. He's definitely, if we worked outside with Mike, he would work us both under the table for sure. We got them air conditioned office butts, except Ben's been doing a little bit of communications work lately in the heat. But
Yeah.
I can work outside. I ain't gonna be a pleasure to be around. But Mike's a whippersnapper. He ain't old.
We're just being respectful, Miss Wagner.
Yeah.
We love you to death. And look, I
Oh,
put
my
Just
God.
for Men in my beard last week. Had to dye
I'm
that bad
sorry.
boy.
I would have just rocked it. I'd have rocked it.
No, man, it looked like somebody took 2 paintbrushes and just swiped down the side of my face. I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't
When
feeling
is
it.
Charlotte, Chuck?
Chuck's in the house. What's up? He said, "Hear me out. Y'all do the Red Hill Pod live in Charlotte. We got a Pro Stock Bike versus Top Fuel Motorcycle Showdown at the Elite Motorsports Christmas Show." We're down, man. I actually think that I can make that one again, and if I can, which I think I can, I'm gonna
even
try
know
and
when
talk
it is.
Dustin into. I think it's a.
Am
I
I
think
going to
it's
be
a-
out of? I don't even know. Tamara
don't
has my
know.
racing schedule on her phone, so I don't know when I'm racing. I don't know. I do know that I'm
Follow
going in
me up on
HRA
that.
bracket finals. I do know that I'm going to the IHRA World Finals. I do know that I'm running SDBA and XDA, and I could possibly might not be making all the SDBAs because one of them's in Vegas. When I'm in HRA's in Vegas, I might be there. That would be cool. I don't know. If I'm in Vegas, I'll definitely do some Red Hill NHRA stuff while I'm there. So Ben will probably be
don't-
with me.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know exactly when what you're doing, but the Charlotte race is like the 20th of September weekend, and I
I have
know
no
there's
idea.
not an XDA or anything.
Is there?
But yeah, we're gonna get back
There's
out to
something
one.
then.
I don't know.
There's something September 20th. I don't know what it is.
Car races, I think.
Well. Speaking
Yeah,
of car races,
we're gonna come back out.
You live up in Kentucky. Beach Bend is having like a triple 10K. You can race the cars. Just saying. We're all bike racers here, so I just throw it out there.
Yeah. The when
My
did
brother
you say,
said that's STBA, September 20th. See,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then you're not going.
I also
I'm gonna
think that
try and
might be
come
the
down
bracket
south.
final. No, it ain't the bracket finals.
It might be.
It might be Vegas.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. What's say again? What's the upcoming schedule? What's anything this weekend that we
Miss
know of?
Wagner said August 2nd through 4, Trick Tools is sponsoring a race at Eddyville in Iowa. I can't talk.
Nice. Yeah, that one Bull Rock done jacked you up tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's gone too. Hang on. Hey, Jeremy England, are you still on here? Michael Bob.
Know what the hell y'all are talking about. All right, so we got a Eddyville, Iowa race first weekend in August. Trick Tools is sponsoring. I know they always put on good events up there at Eddyville.
Yeah.
What's
Love that
anything
family.
this weekend, Dustin? You're just going local, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, the local track here has something, but if they can't get the bike counts up, I'm not going, unfortunately.
When's next SDBA? You gotta shout that out.
It is. My brother will probably chime in here, but I'm going to look real quick.
NHDRO resumes action at Muncie Dragway second weekend August 09, the 9th through the 11th. Y'all check them out.
SDBA's next race is August 16th through 17th.
Okay, so then you go there after that. Cool. Let's anything else y'all want to discuss? Let's know. Oh, Mike Charcala has a bike sled shootout August 17th.
Up in Pennsylvania. If you're
Beaver
up that
Springs
way,
Dragway, I think.
I sponsor that. I think a few others do. RJ and
Yep.
I want to say Evil Swing Arms. A few companies.
Oh, snap. Shout out to my boy Montrell. Had to lay it down on my man last weekend. Man, that's just mad respect for you, brother. Just so you know. If I had a shitty light, that means I wasn't fearing you, brother.
Corey said August 9th through 10th.
That's
SDBA?
SDBA?
The flyer says August 16th through 17th. Unbelievable.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're gonna do a giveaway. 2 giveaways. We're gonna give away 2 gift certificates. How about that?
Yeah, whatever you got to do, but you're the boss of this show. I'm just a privateer.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna give away.
Crystal said Sonny
$50.
Vick said to get the Midwest guys to come to US 60 race in Kentucky for a Midwest versus Southeast race. I did see that, and I also seen that I'd be in 4 shootouts, probably about to die in August. But, yeah.
You're right, Montreal.
Sorry, man.
It only makes us better. Yep, it was a heavy hitters. If I'd seen one at Colonial Beach last weekend.
So when you race me, Montreal, you can always bank on me just going red. Don't worry about it.
Oh, snap. All right, let's give this away. We're going $50 gift certificate to MPS from Dan and Beth Rudd. And then we're gonna do one from the Schnitz Racing family as well. $250.
Corey said I'm right. His is the old flyer. Okay. Montreal says, Dustin, you ready for that heat at XDA?
Hell
I actually
no.
am.
We about died
I've lost
last
25
time.
pounds though. I'm I'm losing insulation as we go until I'm hoping by the time I get there, I can say I've lost 30 pounds. That's what I'm hoping. If I'd quit laying off the Bold Rocks, I drank one a day. They got a lot of sugar in them.
I about died at the last XDA, and I was properly hydrated. There was no Dardanelle activities impeding me. It was, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, you were in worse shape than I was, which was surprising.
It was rough, man. All right, let's give this away. I'm going to share the screen, and you tell me if it's okay.
Hey, that Ultra's only got 2 carbs or some shit, man. Give me a break. I ain't eat a tater or a roll in like.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's got that triple screen thing. There we go.
I know, but did it go away? All right. We will do the shuffle 3 times for Dale. 1, 2, 3.
We do it for Dale here. Y'all ain't
That's
real.
right. That's right. And we are the first one will be MPS Racing gift certificate. Oh, this got that long roll on it. The other week
we didn't even check it though, did we?
No, it's got that long roll on it.
Okay.
I must have a different browser up.
Yeah.
There, it's starting to slow down, tick by tick.
Montreal, you talking about my Ultra? I wish you was here. We'd just have one together, man. I know you'd be liking them, especially on the beach.
By the way, we still got all kinds of great stuff to give away. We got a Penske shock, BST wheels, and we got a Gen 2 clutch to give away.
Potentially a new sponsor.
Possibly. We always got stuff in the works. Oh, about had the repeats. About dang near getting ready to be Corey Lee. It might be your brother.
Well, that'd be a good thing to see in the hospital. My computer's freezing.
Mr. Adam stole it. Sorry, Corey.
The University of Wingoat.
Yeah. All right, we can close that. So Adam gets $50 MPS.
Jeff said, you know what beer you really need, though? You ain't wrong, Jeff.
Shuffle 3 times.
Jeff, Thursday night at XDA, bring us a 40, and me and Ben's going to share it.
Oh, for sure. That's like the only thing I drank at the last race was a 40.
Yeah. We'll pay you for it, whatever they. I don't even know what they cost. Last time I brought you a case for that favor you done me last year. I think Ben got that for me, actually.
Yeah.
We didn't have them here.
We had like 36 bottles of OE at that Lemoyne race.
Yeah.
We had a supply of skills.
Yeah.
It was endless. All right. Schnitz Racing $50 gift certificate will be distributed to one lucky winner. Almost got you, Montreal. We passed you. Sorry about that. We're on.
And it's got it, Corey, again.
Oh, man, Corey. We tried to get you some good luck, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We did the shuffle.
Cannon Hall.
Is a pro stock racer going to get it? Oh, almost.
Barely, yeah. Mark Sitton.
Mark, congratulations, Mark.
That's awesome. He can use that. I know Mark. He's probably
Well,
racing with you. No, he wasn't racing with you. Mark is Midwest.
we almost had a 6-time Pro Stock World Champ win a gift certificate. I don't know if he'd need anything, but
My brain initially thought Mark Southard, but it was Sitton. So
oh yeah. Let's see here. All right. We got anything else? Like I said, we working on a real good interview with a pro stock racer next week. Hopefully, we might have it going next week. So we might be back to back for next week. When we get this interview going, it's going to be a big giveaway. So if you haven't signed up yet, there's still a few spots left. We got, I think, like 40 some spots left if you want. But we appreciate all the support that everybody's shown us so far.
There's a lot of stuff to give away, guys, and a lot of big ticket items. There's wheels, clutch.
We even got some oil pans left.
Yeah. Probably some rear sets left.
Yeah.
I think.
Let me see. I'll try and
Bunch of
highlight some of the
coupons.
giveaways left. We got we still got gift certificates from MPS and Schnitz. We got a set of Hayabusa rear sets from DME. We got 2 Hayabusa oil pans from DME. We got an inch and a half. We got some shock services. We got a complete 8975 Penske Racing shock. We got a Gen 2 clutch. We're going to do the BST wheels last for sure. And they come with worldwide bearings.
You're still talking, though, probably damn near $10,000 worth of stuff to give away.
I mean, the wheels are like 4,500. The clutch is
over $2,000 now. Yeah.
Shocks $1,000, some 75. Yeah, there's a lot of money still up for grabs.
So it's still worth signing up. Yeah. Your mama, your sister, your wife, your dog, your kid. Sign them up.
All right, let me fill these in. Mark's sitting one, right? $50 gift certificate. I can't forget this. I got to put it in my spreadsheet. You know I'm a spreadsheet man. $50.
I probably have his address. Actually, if you're sending,
I got all that. I just need.
If you send it,
Adam.
It's an email though, right? So it don't matter.
Yeah, we're all good.
I know Mark well enough that if you ship USPS, you got to use a PO box.
All right, I got that saved. Let me save my little spreadsheet. You know how I roll. All right. Anybody else got anything for tonight? What y'all got? Nothing?
I'm out. Out of things.
Montrell says, I need a Gen 2 clutch for my other bike. I got to win that. Man, you know what? I hope you do. That'd be great. Corey,
they just had a price
increase,
so the value went up on that giveaway. So,
look, Montrell said I was sucking at XDA, and now I took a little sip of a 40 and I started winning. That's the skills catalyst, brother.
Man, I've been slipping. I need them superpowers.
I tried to get the ET gangster to get Squirrel some 40s at Maple Grove, and he wasn't having none of it. And, he didn't win either. Sorry, Squirrel.
Man. Never mind. I don't want to stop.
I was coming out real quick. I love you, Squirrel, and I know you ain't gonna get mad, so I gotta tell this story. I was walking out of my trailer last week at Colonial Beach, and here comes a squirrel fucking barreling into his trailer on the bike. I mean, it was turned off and everything, but he was coasting fast. And he hit the trailer door and went in, and as he's like hitting the trailer, I hear him coming. I mean, he's just cursing, shaking his head. And you could hear him just cursing going in the trailer. And I was like, I'm going to walk away for about 5 minutes till that calms down over there. My man was upset. Had a little finish line give back, which I proceeded to do the next round. So I felt the pain.
I'm glad that I'm over the anger of losing. I'm way over that. Like I don't. I'll be upset at myself and beat myself up, but I don't.
It depends on the situation. And Jeff said that was an impossible mission. Yeah, right. That was like Mission Impossible for sure.
Montrell said Jimmy be snapping, man. I think sometimes when he gets in his truck to leave, it like starts cracking the twig, like it's ready to let go.
Jeff said giving up stripes unnecessarily is my patented finishing move.
Hey, I call that over racing the finish line, and I'm a big user of that technique myself. Yeah. I've been really good at the finish line this year, though, ain't I been? But the starting line, Lord help me, I've been dribble all over the place.
Miss Kimberly says I need some of these giveaways. We're trying to spread that wealth, but we leave it up to the random wheel, and we do.
Yeah, the random wheel gods to pick that.
Yeah, we like the 3 shuffles. Once I found out we could do shuffles, we got away from the random number generator. I don't like that random number generator.
No,
I feel like that
I don't
thing
trust
wasn't
it.
consistent. Yeah, I didn't trust
If
that one.
your computer sees a number a lot, it's like that's the number. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
don't. Not a fan.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's all we got for tonight. Wasn't a whole lot. Want to talk a little Real Street. Spencer bailed on us, so we're gonna give him mad shit about that.
We appreciate all our
He didn't really
sponsors.
bail though. We never confirmed him.
Thanks to all our sponsors for supporting us, all you subscribers that support us,
That's right.
and we love y'all.
Oh, one last thing. Next XDA. So in next weekend. Yeah, not this week. Next weekend. Is that right? Yeah. Racer profiles. If you want your racer profile, you come find me. We will do a racer profile. We want to promote everybody. So
Find Ben. I'm not real good at those.
That's why I said
Ben's
find me.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
And also, if you haven't seen Racing the Lens, Miss Kaylee has she has the last XDA Sportsman videos uploaded, so go check those out. And then we'll, as soon as she sends me that USB, we'll have them on the Red Hill YouTube as well. Thank her, support her, buy some photos from her and all your track photographers. Thinking that
I tend to do that. They all love
T
me.
is supposed to get with me. I want to get one of
Ever after the race, they all post their things. I'm like, look, if you got some of me, just send me a PM. Count on, let me know what the digital copies are. I'll pay you for them because they spend their time. They're out in the heat too, you know.
Yeah.
So we got to at least buy them some waters. Keep them cool.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's all we got for y'all. We appreciate the support. Love y'all. We'll see y'all at XDA, whoever's going to join us there. And we might be back for a special episode next week.
Bye now.
See y'all.